Look at me. Look at me. Look at me ballin'. With my range up. Look at me ballin'. Got me famous.
Good morning. All right. All right, guys, we'll get started here shortly. Okay, guys. Let's make sure everything's good here as we begin our process here for September. Good morning, guys. Good morning. So let's get everything rolling here really quickly. Let's pull up our charts. Okay. Let's start off with the basics. So what happened over, where are we on the week so far? Let's just kind of take everything off. Very basic stuff. I'm going to keep it super simple. Let me get rid of all this Globex stuff. Previous day, open. Okay. For right now. Okay, let's just take a first look at the structure. Let me get rid of the book map here for a second. We don't need it for pre-market. Give me 1 second here, guys. Okay. So let's just take a look at the current structure from where we're at. So again, we started, what is this, July 26th, okay? So this is what initiated our move for the month of July. We ended up closing up. We've created this new high here for mid-August. So this is last week's high. We closed down last week's low. This current week, we took out the prior week low, and then we started the process of trading back up through the weekly open. Now, the only issue I have right now is we're still technically hanging out inside our prior week's value. So let's go put the profile on. If we were just looking at the structure, we talked about this yesterday. I mean, we have our value area here from last week, which is 682s, give or take. We've not really taken any action. We've not really been able to close through this level yet, you know? So we're consolidating right under the level. New York open from yesterday, we're still holding that level, 602, so we're still staying bullish above that. And then just looking at the overall price action here of the weekly, so we came in under the weekly open, and now we're just simply beginning to trade above it, but we haven't really got that extension. We haven't really gotten that big momentum yet. So we can see that price basically popped, we pulled back, and now we're just really compressing here at these highs. So we are still positive gamma. So the main thing is, as we start looking into price, watching 687s or 700 is what we need to do, because we've yet to actually get any closure above 700s. So now let's just drop our main major quarter levels really quick, and then we can actually see what's happened here. So we migrated from 29,000. We broke out 250s, we broke out 500s. So clearly we've got this progression where we're breaking higher levels. We're breaking up every 250 points. So 750 is our next potential milestone, if they can get there, right? If they can get there. But if we just look like right over here, like we can just see all this rejection here. What levels is 650s? You know, they did close above 650 and then they immediately rejected it. So I'm going to be very cautious around 650s, because if they cannot close above 650s again, then this might be an area where we expect a point of failure to take place. And if that does occur, then we'll be looking for price to get back under yesterday's open print at 930, so 602s. And, you know, honestly, like, this looks like easy pickings right here. This low from yesterday, that would give us 600. So watching that 600 level below to see if we end up taking it out. So as of right now, kind of just watching 655, see if they're going to be able to do some business above that level. If we continue to fail that level, then I'm going to be looking for price to pull back to 600s. We're already, I mean, 25 points away from it. And then from there, just kind of see what they do. Of course, this can change. 9 o'clock, 9:30, you know, it can change. It can absolutely change. So, you know, we're not going to get locked into that, but just kind of looking at where we're at and what's going on with the actual price action, kind of iffy there. Let's look at the hourly chart. So we're currently rejecting off of the overnight POC, which is at 656s. Gamma levels. Let's take a look at our gamma levels here really quick. So we've got right above is gamma 4, so 700s. So that is a gamma level. So we're not just rejecting off of a random level on a chart. It actually is GEX 4. And then below we got GEX 3 and NDX call resistance. So let's see. Our expected high today is up at 950s and our expected lows at 319s. So I guess the main thing right now is, you know, we've built some value here overnight. We've consolidated here. Are we going to be able to support this? So this big up close candle here kind of setting the tone, because we've been trading inside this close. I think this was like a 4 p.m. candle closure. We've basically been trading inside all evening, right? So we haven't really exited that range. So we're currently in a range. So the big question is, are we going to stay in a range? And even yesterday, you know, we had this somewhat of a trend, an uptrend, but it was a weak trend. It was a broad trend. It was a broad bull channel. So basically, you know, every single pop, deep pullback, pop, deep pullback, you know, so it wasn't anything, you know, like momentum driven type, you know, plays that we typically would, if we want to see an uptrend, what we'd like to see. So very just, you know, rotational, but there was opportunities on both sides. So as we've kind of spiked and channeled, which is what this is, we spiked up, we've closed the gap, and then we started to channel, you know, so now we're beginning to go sideways and form this range. So this is kind of the market structure I'm seeing. I trade the market structure first, right? I want to make sure I'm in sync with price action. And then, of course, we'll use and layer order flow and gamma and all that stuff in terms of market context. So we know we're still in positive gamma. So I'm wondering if we're going to continue to see more of this slow grind reaction today. And again, we're still inside this range. So the level that I'm going to watch specifically is going to be the low of the 4 o'clock candle, which is at 565s. And then, of course, we have the prior day high, which is at 704s, also gamma 4 level. So that's what I'm going to be paying attention here to today to see what happens. Okay, so I don't have a specific bias if we're going to break out to the upside. If we do, great, I'll be there. If we fail and we break down, I'll be there. Doesn't really matter, because I'm scalping momentum. I'm scalping levels, taking my 25 point minimum, 15 to 25 points, and just looking to make money. So whether the market wants to go up or down, we just want to be there when it decides what it wants to do, right? All right, let's go. Let's see what we can get done here, guys. We got, what, a minute left here before the market opens. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it, gang. 5-minute chart looking weak. All right, let's see. So right now we got this little break here of this trend line here. So it's market structure break, but we're holding the Globex open. So we'll see if they're going to use this to pop price higher. But if they reclaim this level here, we might see a lower price here. We might see price kind of push down and take out this bottom band, this bottom trend line here. So we'll see right now, but technically still holding up. Technically still holding up. There's the break. There's the push. They're going for those lows at 561s or 5. Is that right? Is that what that level was? 578s, I mean, or that's, yeah, 578, the low from yesterday that we had talked about. Let's see if they're going to be able to get down there. All right, let's get rid of that for now. All righty. Trying to break here. Let's see if they're going to be able to. Nice, big fail there. Still watching this area to see how they're going to play this. Take a look at the big Renko real quick. So we're beginning to bust through this trend line. Let's see if they can actually do it. We need a few more bars here. But we're still here holding the 200 moving average. If they do break down, then we'll be targeting this low down here at 526s. We are beginning to break down. So let's see if they're going to continue this acceleration to the downside. So we just took out that 600 level. Now watching. Let's get GEX 3. So now watching. $30-minute. Everything is bearish. Selling off. Take a look at that hourly chart that we had talked about. We're coming into the low of this range. So anyone trading overnight, I mean, not the best action overnight. They basically consolidated for, I don't know, 6-7 hours straight. The open, they dropped it, took it back up, dropped it, went sideways. Trap high, took out the wick. Now trading underneath these lows. And we'll see if they're going to be able to finally get outside this range. So we're in a trading range. So until we leave the range or prove that we can break out and stay out, otherwise it could just be a breakout and fake out, fail breakout. Price staying heavy here. So we've got this expansion to the downside. So we got leg 1, pull back leg 2. So we've got 2 legs down. We're under the VWAP currently. Got some structure overhead, and we got big major negative GEX level here coming up at 560. So we kind of speed through that level. It's usually a level for acceleration that we can accelerate through. Let's see if they do that. Just watching here. 75s. So we broke 600s. Price trying now to test the VWAP. Let's watch how they handle VWAP here at 590s. Okay, got an offer coming up at 600s. Are they going to take the offer? Are they going to take that offer? Let's see if they take that offer. They're trying to bust through this trend line. Let's see if they're going to be able to bust this trend line. Trend line broken. We just bounced off the bottom of that hourly range that we had mapped out there. What's that price? 565s. Okay, so we're breaking out now, or they're attempting a breakout. Let's see, we got a first leg up. Let's see if it holds. Otherwise, it could simply just be a pullback. Coming in and testing it, reclaiming the 600 level. Can they hold the 600 level? Let's see if they're going to be able to here. Right, take a stop short there. It'll be a quick cut if they reclaim 600s. Watching. Can we get another leg down? Reclaiming. Okay, I'm cutting that trade for a quick cut, small cut. We're still holding the 200. Let's see. Okay. Creating a higher high here. Pulling back to the 930 opening price. Will they be able to reclaim this level? Cut quick when you're wrong, guys. Cut quick when you're wrong. That's what I do. Try to, at least. Okay, so we've got a new break. So we're taking out the structure here. And let's see if they're going to hold the pullback. So took the bottom of the range, bounced off the bottom of the range. Testing 650s. That's that key level he talked about in the 4-hour chart. It's the level we've not been able to really be able to break through. So we're kind of hanging out there again. So let's watch if they're going to be able to punch through it this time. Testing Globex open print. I'm going to take a scalp again. I don't know what happened to my entry. It didn't trigger. Oh my goodness, that sucks. I was going to take the scalp on the break, but it didn't get me in. Actually, there we go. There's a retest. Maybe we can get that. And I don't want to see it pop right back above our VBR band. Still holding that 50 moving average. Looking for this low to break. If we can get this low to break, then maybe we'll get a deeper move. If they break that high, then no go. Okay, I'm cutting that too for another cut. No, I'm still in it actually. Punching through these highs. Testing the top band. Okay, we're out. on that. Just making sure my copy trader is working. Okay. They're staying bullish, guys. They're still holding up. They've held the pullback twice. First one, second one. Keep our eye on that hourly chart, that candle here as we start approaching the open. Actually, we already did, sorry, the 9 o'clock open, to see if they're going to be able to reclaim that and take out the top of the range. Big rotation there from the lows. Should have got long off the bottom of that range, but whatever. ES ripping up 0.3%, NQ up 0.2%. I gotta fix this here real quick. That's okay. This looks like they're gonna go after our yesterday high, prior day high. Then we'll see what happens once they get there. So this move originated from down here. We actually ended up breaking this trend line here, breaking structure. And then from there, they started holding the VWAP, pulled back to the 930 open, held it, and created that big move up. So we got a singular expansion leg up here right now. Can't buy at the top of this because this leg's already punched through. I don't even know what the extension is, probably 200% of the move. Oh no, not quite. Not quite, about 100%. But we'll see if they're going to continue pumping here or they begin to pull back. So we shall see. Higher highs and higher lows. Market is saying bullish as we approach the top of this range. We'll see if they're going to be able to break out of the top of this range. A lot of offers coming in at these highs. You can start seeing it cluster up here. 138 contracts on the offer. And this is yesterday's high. As we approach yesterday's high at 700s, 704s, we'll see if they clear it out. Looking to see, maybe we get a reaction here. Watching here, take out this low, maybe get a flip for a deeper retracement off 700s. Looking for a little pullback here. Get some pullback action here. Take that little scalp here. And let's see if they hold this support level. If they still hold that 50 moving average. It's the opening range high. See if they're going to bust through it. Or trap before they do. Okay, there's the flip. Stops to break even. Looking for a deeper retracement. Maybe we can catch it. Trail got tagged. No problem. Watching to see if they reclaim this super trend here for the break of the IB high. But I'm not going to buy that there. I need more of a pullback for me to want to get long here. Watching 75s. Will they reclaim 75? Rejected. Let's see if they're going to trade through these lows now. $75 rejected. Don't forget that level up top, 700. It's a major level, so that's why we're seeing price slow down here. Plus, we got our positive GEX level here at 699. It's kind of holding price. We got a buyer who got stuck up here. So just watching to see how they handle this. Some bid stacking lower. Once we get back above this consolidation, maybe this will give us the squeeze necessary to break the opening range high. So let's see if they can do it. So right here, they're beginning to break out. This would be the pop for the continuation. Let's see if they give it to us. Can they give it to us? They shouldn't get back through the VBR band here if this is gonna get done. Hopefully they can at least take out the opening range high. Every time frame is bullish, so we've got full continuity across all the time frames. So hopefully that gives us enough juice to punch through the 700 level, even if it's just a spike through the level, spike and fail. It'll be enough to capture a nice little pop profit. Well, we're already rejecting off of it. Watching to see if they're going to be able to hold here our momentum bands. Let's see. Do we get momentum through the high here, opening range. They just tagged it. ES was also struggling here at its opening range high. I'm watching book map here, these levels. Looks like they're gonna come back and test these lows one more time, maybe. Okay, yep. Tagged out there on my stop. They just tagged that low there. Well, they did tag the opening range, but rejected immediately off that level. Tight stop. Okay, let's see, is this what they're gonna do here? The sellers are gonna get absorbed here or what? Well, maybe it's going to be rotational. Maybe we bounce off 700, go back again to the lows at 560s. Let's see. There they go. They're trying to get bullish again. Like that M pattern. Big rejection there. All right. We'll see if this is just a deep pullback or reload here at the bottom band, or is this going to be an actual reversal? I'm going to try one more time here. Yeah, they're still breaking down this structure, lower lows and lower highs. Seems the VWAP and Globex hold. Can they get back above their zero gamma? Can they punch through these highs here? Looking for a little internal break to start maybe the process of the actual extension now through these highs. If not, then we'll probably end up testing the other side of their 15-minute range. Yeah, that's what it looks like. There's a 9:30 open. And a VWAP. Watching 625s here. I'm struggling here. Looking for an M pattern to complete and maybe get this extension back up to this area here. The VWAP pullback. We're not getting that punch through yet. We got to get through 650s. We've not been able to. Nope. Watching here. Staying bearish. Watching here, 650s. Okay. There's the spike. Breakout, break back in. Ooh, that was ugly. It's a bid that just came in for 100 contracts right at the Globex open print. Are they going to use that to fill the bid? Zero gamma being defended. It looks like they're taking that bid. They filled it. And they'll probably break through these lows now. Careful. Yeah, it feels like they're going to displace lower. Trying again here at 650. You're trying again here at 650. And rejected again, 650. Little by little, they're trying. Got our little pink dot here, so let's see now if they can. They did enough here to be able to squeeze. Got enough sellers down here, maybe. But we got to clear this area here if we have a chance to get back to these highs. It's acting as major resistance. Haven't got a rotation back up, so the sellers are still in control of this area here. Buyers have not really gotten anywhere. Neither have the sellers though, so but they're defending this level. Got about 2 minutes left here for a minute and a half for the 10 o'clock candle to close. Exactly. Stops are break even now at 650s. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. 840s would be the target if we can clear 700s. He's talking. Oh boy, yeah. Is it Jackson Hole? That's fun. Let's see what happens. I'll probably get tagged out here. Yep, there it goes. Ooh, sheesh. There it goes. I came early. Golly. That's why I use a stop, bro. See that? Shoot. Fuck. Goodness. Goodness. Yeah, the book is cleared. Now the market's ready to move. Let's see. Now it's gonna go. There it is. That's the move I wanted. Sheesh. Well, that's good. That's exciting. That's always fun when they do that, right? Not. There it goes. Are they going to get it done? Retest of opening range. Rejected again at 700s. Jeez. Looks bearish. Looks like they were going to reject that high. So I don't know. I'll try to scalp. So far, I haven't really caught anything good. There's 80 ticks. Dude, to take out that low would be nice. Stops a break even. This market is crazy. Warsh is pretty, when he talks, he's pretty, I don't know. I don't think the market really likes what he has to say most of the time, so. Let's see. Yeah, buddy. What's going on with the 32 bar Renko? Can we take out this low down here? I'm just going to hold for that low, man. Maybe we get a rotation down because we got this stupid structure here. Watching this area right here. That looks about right. We broke the structure, created a new high, and now we're failing. I think maybe even all the way down here. Let's see. We're pulling back here to New York Open. Pretty volatile. Probably be good to take that profit. Pretty chop city here. He's talking, so it's like riding a wild horse. The NASDAQ. That's why I like trading it. This thing moves, man. We're back under 650s. Looking for that test of open print again. 627s. Be nice if they get underneath it. Okay, let's trail this bad boy. We're up 180 ticks. Then we get more than this. Maybe it's Christmas. Maybe we'll get a nice break of these lows back to the low of that range. Just let it ride. Hourly candles bearish now. 4-hour bearish now. Hey, buddy. Just trailing. Okay, tagged out on the trail for 200 ticks. Nice. So the reason why I took that trade, gang, we had this nice higher high, 4 legs up. We had a big news event, or he must have said something. They still couldn't break 700. They couldn't hold it. If you are confused about whether or not they held a level, pull up a 1 minute chart. There's a 700 level right here. Notice no body closes, no closures. Okay, that's the secret sauce there. They don't close it, they don't break it, right? They can't accept. So they tried once, tried twice, and then this time they should have. If the catalyst was there and they couldn't do it, that's why I was like, well, it's probably a catalyst failed attempt here. So they got up there, and then once we broke the structure, right? Once we broke the structure, let's get rid of the M really quick. Let's get rid of the Enzo band. Well, the Enzo band's really helpful because what we look for is we get outside the bands here. We got back inside. We get back outside with volume. 111 contracts at the level. GEX for opening range high, prior day high. 84 contracts at the high. We broke back in. It's not really enough yet, but then when we broke this trend line here, I know people are like, oh, trend lines are bullshit. No, it depends on how you use them. We end up breaking it, and at this point, with my little, we have a little update here on the trend line. It plots that zone, and it's funny enough because that zone usually acts as a resistance level. And I was like, all right, let's do it. Once we rejected down there, took it short, and it was like, all right, let's see what happens. And we're in. And then we took it to the other side of the range. So, and just trailed just because we don't know, you know, the market's not bullish or bearish, it's just in a range on the hourly. So we don't know how far it's going to go until it goes. And then the other thing is full time frame continuity, right? We look at all the time frames from 15-minute and higher. They're all technically below its open print. So that gives us even more reason to think that we could see prices go lower. Does it mean it's going to go lower? No. But there's all you're trying to just do is just stack odds. You know, take these little things and just stack them, and maybe you can increase your odds. So nice break there. Very nice continuation move. So market finally opened up after spending all night in that range, but we're still in the range. So I'm not impressed by this move. We're still in the range. We're still in that range, guys. We've got to break out of this range if we're going to do something here. So now, you know, if we just took everything off the chart, like just kind of like, okay, let's just get rid of the zones here real quick for Enzo. I mean, we could just use basic support resistance concepts here, to be honest. I mean, it's literally that simple when you use Renko. Like, here's support. We break it, we pull back. I mean, look, support. Let's get rid of the 1 minute chart. Pull back. Here, support, break, pull back. Support, break, pull back. But who has time to sit there and draw rectangles? We don't have time for that. So instead, we'll just use volatility zones, hit broken, and voila. Voila, there we go, right? There you go. You got the levels there, breaking, and then just showing us what's good. Volatility zones, we got some supply overhead building, 3 levels. Just trend line structure, cool. So I'm back to pretty much break even on that trade. So I was down like a couple hundred, like $200. Trading small size. I'm trading funded accounts and also trading some evals, getting ready for September's push because we're gonna be pushing it for September to get some max payouts. So just trying to get everything ready for September 1st. So I'm expecting that we're going to start seeing some momentum towards the, you know, the end of the year. That momentum, that holiday rush. All right, let's see. They're going to try here again. So we're testing the bottom of the range of that hourly. Are they going to be able to break through the bottom of that range? There's a trend line break. Is this going to be for real? Are they going to hold it? I don't know. But I'll try. We'll try a little bit. There's the 600 level again. These boys love 600 and they love 700. They're literally just playing with that range all day. Let's see if they reject a 200 moving average. Let's see if they're going to hold or fail here. Come on. They're rejecting that prior support break area. Support becomes resistance. It looks like it's going to fail here off the 200. Let's see. Can we get a little bit more? Yes, sir. There it is. There's my pop. Well, there's that pop. Can I get more than that? Need a little bit more than that, gang. Need some more than that. Oh, not good. Not good. Rejected there. Back under zero gamma. I'll cut that trade for a cut. Let them try again. Small paper cut. Are they going to give us another low here? Let's see. Maybe they will. I'll go short again and just try. See if we catch that little drop. They are holding this break though, so I'd be careful here. They're coming back up again. Watching. 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 Watching at 200. Watching. They're going to try again. Watching. Reversal bar. Give me a reversal bar. No reversal bar. Give it to me. There we go. There we go. Take out the low for a double break. Internal break. Can we get back bearish here? There we go. Now we got bearish structure back in action on an internal one leg down. Leg down activated plus bearish breaks of structure. We like that. Stops at break even as we approach these lows because we know these lows could swipe all the way back up because that's the market we're in, gang. We're in one of those markets. If we do break from here, then we would look for a move all the way down to 354 if we really want to get bearish here. But I don't know. We're just still hanging out inside the opening range low. We have not really expanded. The last couple of days, we haven't really done much beyond the opening range. So let's see if we can finally get some big moves here. Wouldn't that be nice? We get some direction today. Close the week strong. There's 127 ticks. Looking for 525s here next. And maybe 500s. 29,500s. Come on. Let's get away from the opening range low. Target down here. 500s. Let's go. Come on. I believe in you. We got 17 minutes left on the 30-minute candle. We have traded above the 10 o'clock hour open, and now we're below. They attempted and failed, and now we're expanding. That's what we like. That's what we like. Trying again. Maybe add more contracts if they fail. Let's see. Well, they got a flip. Fail. Add more contracts on that bitch. I'm adding more contracts on that bitch. Let's go. Keep it going, bruh. 500s, give me 500s. Thank you. A little bit more. Trailing to 50s, 550s. Holding 200 ticks of profit, baby. Come on, a little bit more. I'll take my first partial there. And then we'll just trail some more. Let's turn on that BBR trail, baby. I'm taking one more off because the market is so mean sometimes. It just wants to come back and take all the profits away. Yeah. I think we're good there. Okay, good thing I took my partials because it's about to pull back. I'll tighten this one up a little bit, give it a little bit more room here. All right. Maybe add more contracts if it fails again. Nah, it's already the fifth push, fifth leg down, fifth push. I mean, the market is bearish, so let's see. I want to see it keep failing. It'd be nice if it just keeps failing. Fail again, fail again. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yes. Get down, get down, get down. Got a new 15-minute candle opening up here, so it's likely to spike again. Remember, new 15-minute candles, 5-minute candles, you usually see a spike. It's usually a fake spike. There's the spike up. Can it fail? No, still gonna go again. It's gonna go a little higher. All right, come on, boys. What are you gonna do? Spike me out already. Thank you. All right, cool. All right. We green on these accounts, baby. We're green on these accounts. Let's go. Need a little bit more. What are they gonna do here? We just broke structure. Is this real or fake? What are they gonna do? Let's see. Let's see if they're gonna break resistance here. Anyone get that short, guys? Anyone got short? Let's see. They're pulling back now to the bottom of that hourly range that we had discussed. Are they going to reclaim it? You can't just buy it on the crossover in this instance. What I would wait for is maybe for this hourly candle or 30-minute candle to close back above the range low, and then wait for them to try and retest on the lower time frames that level. And if they just can't, get distance away from it below it, then maybe it'll rotate back to the other side. But I mean, I really would like to see this thing give us some expansion away from this opening range. I mean, same thing with yesterday. They stayed pretty much contained in the opening range. The ES, though, has gotten some distance. Finally broken away from that opening range. Yeah, it actually reached its 100% extension, the ES. I wish NQ would do that. I wish NQ would do that, but no. All right, let's see. Looking weak here in this little micro uptrend. Looking weak. The first thing that happens to start a rotation is a break of structure in the opposite direction, guys. It's very simple. It's very consistent. So this whole leg up that you see right now originates on this little break right here. And then when you start continuously breaking internal higher highs, you break those highs. While we're in an up rotation, that's a long. That's a long. Even if we're in a downtrend, this is telling us we're in this leg, in this rotation, we're bullish. Now, what could happen is eventually, since we know overall bearish, you got to wait for the market structure to start getting bearish, and wait for the rotation, and then wait for continuation in terms of market structure. It's kind of like a sequence. So let's see. Let's take a look at what's happening with the book, the order flow. And there's not much interesting stuff happening other than they are taking out the large offers that I'm seeing here. We got some offers stacking at 600 and then they're raising it and lifting it. Price is moving up, chasing offers. We got buyers here at these highs coming back into zero gamma. Let's see if zero gamma holds. And we are testing some call resistance from the NDX. But we're bullish right now. We're in an up leg, an up rotation. If you guys aren't using the V rotations indicator, you guys need to be using the V rotations indicator. It makes catching trades so much easier. Look at that. What was that? Oh, it's a part of the indicator. Got it. Okay. All right, we're back at 600s. Are they going to cross back up? Let's get rid of all this noise. All right. Get rid of that one too for now. Sometimes just having a clean chart is good. It's good. Composite. Where's our POC for the session? Look at that hourly chart, bro. It's so ridiculous. They just wicked through it, and I mean, already reclaiming. It came down to almost to the 500 level. And nasty rejection there. Those sellers at the end there got absorbed under 525. So that's the level. Came in, fifth push, boom, rotation. Full on rotation. That's the other thing that's also worth noting is, when we get strong trend, after about 3 or 4 pushes, get ready for the bigger pullback. let's see. It's a pretty aggressive pullback, gang. My goodness. That was 500 ticks right there. But we're just pulling back technically. This is our 32 bar chart, gang. Pulling back to the mid of our M pattern and our 930 open. So we'll see. I mean, these guys could just pull back and then give us continuation lower for a second leg down. So we already got leg one pullback, a leg two. Nice retracement, testing the 200 moving average. Don't ask me why the 200 moving average is so strong and effective on my Renko charts. It just is for years. It just is. It's voodoo. It's voodoo magic. I don't know why. It's just voodoo magic. It just happens to work pretty well. And I know everybody says, and they shit on indicators and moving averages. I get it. I get it. I get it. I used to not trade with any indicators at all. Pure price action. But I don't know. For me, just kind of like having you know, the bumpers on at the bowling alley. The bumpers on at the bowling alley. Is this going to be a full-on break of an M and then we take out these highs up top? It's possible. It's possible. These are all the retracement levels here. This extension down. It's a pretty deep retracement. Let's go back here. We're getting extreme. We're testing out that main breakout level. No, not yet. The main breakout level's up at R0 gamma, up at 665. So maybe we go there. So we're right back to the 930 open print. Man, this daily chart is kind of lame right now. It's like one big doji. One big doji. So what that means is we are basically mean reversion. You know, we hit the highs, go all the way back to the midpoint of the range, hit the lows, go all the way back to the midpoint of the range. I mean, come on, guys. What are we doing here? If this is not enough, if this move down is not enough to squeeze through the highs, then I don't know what is. At that point, we need maybe just another catalyst, I guess. I have no idea. I mean, how much more do we need? Look at that. There we go. That is an insane rotation. Notice this trend line here too broke. That's nice. Broke. We just made this upgrade yesterday. Look at how it acts as support right there. Literally. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable, gang. But whatever. We're sitting on some small green right now, so can't complain. Can't complain. Oh yeah, for those that are part of the group, we're doing a Q&A, 12 o'clock inside the Discord, 12 o'clock Eastern time. All you got to do is jump into the voice channel. I'll be in there. Bring your questions, bring your concerns, bring your charts, bring whatever you need help with. Because got to get ready for September. I don't know about you guys, but we're trying to make some bank fourth quarter. Going into fourth quarter rush. Trying to make some bank. All right, look at this, y'all. As we begin to start testing again, this 7 o'clock open print. So the new hour just opened up. Is that right? Did we just open? Oh no, 10 o'clock, 10:30. Oh no, not even 10:30 yet. Oh, this is all part of the 10 o'clock hour. Jeez. Oh shit. My goodness. Oof. Tough. I mean, if you're trading only higher time frames, I feel like it'd be pretty tough to sit through that, right? I feel like it'd be pretty tough. I mean, those swings are pretty vicious, like 200-point swings. 200-point swings. You guys are quiet today in the chat. Sometimes I wonder if my chat's frozen. I don't know. Oh man. I thought people who talk to themselves are just crazy people. I feel like I'm talking to myself here. All right, let's see. These guys are going to get back above here, get back under 10 o'clock. What are they going to do? I'm open to your opinions, guys. Tell me what you guys are thinking. I'd like to be able to get some feedback here about your thoughts on what the market's going to do. Give me some trade signals here, guys. Anybody want to get long or short? What are y'all thinking? We're getting bearish now. Getting a nice little pullback. But let's see how long it lasts for. Let's see how long that lasts for. I don't know. I'll try. I'll try that internal breakup structure. Let's see, internal breakup structure. Stops already break even. Cool. Take it all the way back down again if it's gonna fail. Let's go. Come on, boys. Let's go back down. We know where you want to go. Can you just go? I'm just kidding. We don't know where you want to go. Okay, the 32 bar looks nice. I'll just keep this. Oh, fine. You want to stop me out already? Okay. Break even on that. Are they going to break that? Are they going to break that? Let's see if they're going to break that structure. They already broke the structure right here to get bullish again. Are they going to take it up? Let's see. What you going to do there, bar? Are you squeezing up or going back down? They just broke structure to the upside. Where's my flip? Oh, they flipped too. Okay. But it could just be a little trappy trap. So let's see. I mean, it looks like it wants to rip. It looks like it wants to rip. Oh, yeah, I think it's going to rip. Is it going to rip? Is it ripping? I don't know. They're failing again, 650. Can you take out this low? I need this structure to break down. Break down, break down, break down. Break that low, break that low. Get back in bearish mode. Come on. Take it out, take it out, take it out. Yes. Yes. We like these moves. When they break the structure, take it down, break multiple internal structures. Let's go, baby. Yes. 100 ticks. Oh my God. Thank you, Warsh. Let's make some money, gang. Let's see if we can take a little partial there, pay myself a little cinch because this market is crazy, son. Where are we going? I know I talk a little bit hood because I'm technically from the hood of South Florida. I'm just kidding. Not from the hood of South Florida. It's the hood now, but when I grew up there, it wasn't the hood. It wasn't the hood. All right, let's see. Let's see. Come on, boys. What are we doing? Are we doing a two-legged correction and then we break out? Looks like that's what they want to do. Okay, tag that on that trail. That's why I took that partial because these boys are playing games. We'll get long now. Yeah, we'll trail here. Oh, yeah, let's just trail. Let's see. This is where they keep rejecting. Manipulation. Come on, pop, 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 pop. Take out that high. Take out the blue dot. Take out the blue dot, man. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. One more reversal bar up. There we go. Oh, oh, come on. It's a two-legged correction. Two-legged correction breakout. Come on. One more time. One more time. What's Bookmap telling me? I see buyers, but I'm not seeing them follow through. You guys are punk asses. What happened there? Okay. Oh, I thought they were going to do it for us, man. I thought they were going to give us a two-leg up breakout squeeze, but nope. No, sir. They did not do that. All right, where are we at here? Come on, boys. What are we doing? Are they trying to do it again? Watching that VBR band. That VBR band is the line in the sand. VBR band. It's that red line on my chart. Right where it's at right now. It traces price. Okay, trying. Oh boy. Real tight stops here in case it wants to fail again. This time there's a buyer that came in against the 200. That's never a good sign. That's never a good sign. Unless we get back above. There we are. VBR band. Stops right there. Break that freaking trend line, dude. Let's go. Stop being mean. Follow through. No, don't do that. Hold the band, baby. Hold the band. Okay, nope. I'm using real tight stops, bro. No need to sit here in case it wants to just go crazy on me. Okay, right there. One more break, one more break. Holding the BBR band. Okay. This is how we try to get into the trade without getting a little too crazy here. Yes, sir. Migration up, stops break even. All right. All right, let's go. Can we move out of this fucking range now, please? Jeez. I want a 700 tick winner. Let's go. I'm going for 700 ticks on this trade. Let's go. Let's go. I want 700 ticks. I'm going to do whatever it takes. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. You can't have that mindset. There is no such thing as whatever it takes in trading. You will blow up with that mindset. All right. I don't think we're going to get anywhere, but we'll see. I'm in this trade long. Took me a few attempts there. Hopefully they don't stop me out again. I'm using pretty tight stops because, well, we're at a major resistance area here, 650s, and they just can't seem to get rid of it, get through the level. So we're under 1030 open print, new 30-minute candle. Can we reclaim this 230 open print? They open, they push down, now we're back at it. Can we get through it? Can we cross through it? If we can cross through it, then this becomes the low of our 30-minute candle, and we may have a chance to have a swing, a 30-minute swing. Let's see. They couldn't even get back above it, though. Look at that. But they're holding the VBR band. Guys, for those members who are using our VBR in our volatility Renko suite, make sure you put VBR band on your chart. This line here, or if you're using V rotations, it's already in there, so you don't need to add it. It's already there. That line there is magic. Okay, I told you we have voodoo here. We do magic here with our indicators. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. There's no such thing. But look, let's see if it holds. It's gonna break down one more time. Jeez Louise. Still possible though, still possible. Okay, I'm gonna try again. I'm just gonna keep trying. Watch you. Just hold that VBR band a little bit more and expand higher. Stop rejecting the freaking opening print. Okay, they keep rejecting the opening print. Waiting. They're not giving it to us above the open. That might be it right here. The third time they fail? Goodness gracious. Yeah, I think they're gonna fail again. Are they gonna get a flip, y'all? Let's go. $700 ticks. Let's go to the high. Come on, boys. Stop playing. Punch one more time through these highs. Let's get through it. This. It's a nasty consolidation here. Which way are we gonna go? 50-50. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm probably gonna break this range down first, or what? I'm just holding the VWAP. Watching that VWAP, man. Nice. There we go. Let's break this high at 75. Can we get through 75s? Stops moving up. To 650s. Can we get a push? Can we get a push? I'm looking for a big move, gang. There's my 100 ticks. Let's go. Come on. Keep it going. Keep it going. I want this 30-minute candle to be the expansion of all expansions. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe if I use the law of attraction, it'll happen. Oh my goodness. Let's pump, guys. Jeez. Hold that level, man. Stops break even. I know I'm anticipating more of a move in positive gamma, but it's just like, you probably shouldn't be doing that, right? The market environment is mean reversion, so I don't even know why I'm over here. I guess because of the aggressiveness of these rotations, they're getting bigger and bigger. So when we begin to start aggressively going from one side of the range to the other side of the range, volatility is expanding. That precedes an actual big move. So that's why I'm thinking like, okay, they swung it up, then they swung it all the way down. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, look, it's very straightforward, guys. 1 minute chart. Let's take everything off the chart. Very straightforward here, guys. Watch. Hide. Okay, let's give it a second while it loads. Okay. Came all the way down, took out the lows. Came all the way up, took out the highs. Okay, these guys are just taking out the entire range. It's a broadening formation. So they do these broadening formations when we're about to experience a huge freaking move. So the last move was down here. So I'm anticipating that maybe we get this rotation all the way through these highs now. So that's more voodoo, guys, more voodoo. More voodoo. So hopefully my voodoo works today. I don't know. Well, we're sitting nice though. We're sitting green, baby. So I don't care what they do at this point, but if I can get that lotto trade, I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with that. But it was the same thing like yesterday, man. They just continued to press at the opening range pretty much the entire day. IB got set, and finally broke it, and just kind of consolidated. Wasn't really much going on. I should have had, I should have kept my original entry under the 30-minute open. It was so clean where I was initially entered in, but I just trailed too tight. Should have just left my stop under the 200 moving average. It would have been fine. Would have been fine. Now they're just consolidating here again. We consolidated here again. It's pretty mechanical, right? We expand, consolidate, expand, consolidate. So let's see if we get more of this mechanical movement. Expand, consolidate, expand, consolidate. We like these moves because this is positive gamma grind. You get a little pop, grind, and consolidate, chop, slow chop, slow chop, slow chop, boom, expand, slow chop, slow chop, slow chop. It's pretty nice when they do that. The only thing that's not nice is when they do these crazy liquidation candles. All right, gang. As we approach opening range high, I'll probably just take a little bit of a partial. I'm going to rename my channel to Voodoo Scalping. I think that might work. I think it might work, man. I don't know. Let's see if we can punch through this opening range high and yesterday's high. Did we already tag prior day high? We did tag prior day high at the open. Oh, yes, baby. There we go. Home run. Home run. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I got some bills to pay, gang. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Got a new baby on the way. Baby needs some shoes. Let's go. Just kidding, guys. But we do actually have a new baby on the way. So, little girl due in February. So that's pretty awesome. Oh, don't tell me they're going to do a breakout, break back in. Come on. I swear the NASDAQ really only has so many behaviors it does. It's like on repeat. You know what I mean? You trade it long enough, you kind of know all the little gyrations and tricks that she likes to do. You know, I really do think pattern recognition is a thing, you know, within trading. Some people say you can't make money with patterns, and I don't know. I'm making money with patterns. I don't know. I'm confused. All right, my trail got tagged, and now they're testing this range. Cool. How about we stop trading these accounts? We're already green. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Anyone get that long? Thank you. Oh, we will be. I'm doing. I'm actually working, guys. I know you guys have been super patient. Appreciate it for the folks that are part of the group. I'm going to be doing a whole deep dive on market structure, price action stuff over the weekend. So I know this is going to help things get a lot more clear for you folks with what we have here. Be very careful about buying this pullback, guys. Be very careful about buying this pullback. Thank you. You just came back into this range here, but they're still holding 675. So what's good about that pullback technically? They did accept above 675. We got above 700s, came back. We held 675 again. So it could actually be a decent pullback here, but you're running the risk of a level that we've never accepted through. So you know that's the problem. When you predict a breakout, you can get the breakout, which we did get that breakout, but the difference between a breakout and a level that breaks, holds, and accepts, right? So here they broke out and then broke back in, right? So, and this is not the first time this has happened. It did this all morning, here, here, here. So this is the fourth or fifth time, and it's kind of happening again. So, jeez. All right, I'm gonna switch out some accounts here because we already kind of hit our targets on these accounts. All righty. Okay. Slow and steady, baby. Slow and steady. So what are they doing here, guys? What are they doing here? 10:42? Oh, jeez. Time's flying. All right. We're not quite ranging yet. You will know if you're ranging when the VBR band is in the middle of price action. Okay, so even here, it wasn't really ranging. We still held it, still maintained its bullishness. Reclaim right there. That might be the actual breakout, pullback, hold, continuation. Let's see. Pretty tricky though. Let's see if we punch through. Yes, sir. Maybe this thing wants to fly. Is it gonna fly? Is it gonna fly? I don't know. I wanted to catch a move back up to 750s, but I'm switching out these accounts for some other accounts now. Since we've already kind of hit our targets on it, don't really need to trade them anymore. And move on to the next group, the next set of soldiers. September. I know that some folks here are kind of new, so if you're trading, you know, I think getting set up with some prop accounts would be a good way to earn while you learn, assuming you just focus on learning and proper risk management with your accounts. But the potential for September is going to be awesome. It's going to be a pretty good month. I can already see that the month is about to be different in September. Certain things are lining up. There's that 750 level underway. My goodness, we are holding this trend, guys. They are getting directional in a positive gamma environment. Just like yesterday, today was not so much of a broad bull channel. It's literally just been whipsaw city, whip city, take out the highs, take out the lows, and now we're slingshotting. So that kind of goes back to what I was just telling you guys about this weird pattern called a broadening formation. This is what got me wanting to hold for the big move. So they started this crazy madness here, right? Ooh. So this is the pattern from hell. Anyone who knows what I'm talking about. I mean, this pattern, if you don't know how to trade it, it is a tough pattern. But if you understand it, it's not that difficult. Okay, so this is, in terms of price action and price market structure, very simple stuff here, guys. So here's how you do it. Look, you take out the low, swing low that created this high. Right, took out the high there, or we put it right here. So that's the structure. Okay. Once we get back above this level, down close, up close candle becomes support, and that's it. Go through your charts, you'll see what I'm talking about over and over again. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And if you don't feel confident in that one, just wait for the same thing over here. And once we get the big rotation, there's resistance. If we're bullish, support should hold. Support would be green candles in this case. They wicked the low, couldn't close through it, break out, just follow the green candles. Look at the lows. Green candle, never traded through it. Green candle, never traded through it. Green candle, never traded through it. Green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle. And they reset, trade through it, but reclaim it right away. Try again. This green candle holds. Do you see what I'm talking about? In an uptrend, green candle lows stay usually intact. And if they do break it like they do here, and they did here, it's a failure point. It's okay if they do that. You just wait, because once they reclaim like they did here, boom, break back up, close in, couldn't close back under, hold, green candle, green, you just play the green candle, red candle game, guys. I mean, I don't know. Patterns don't work though, you know. Price action doesn't work. It's a scam. It's a scam. So they say. I think people say those things just so they can get you to think that you need to learn what they're selling you, right? What they're selling you is other stuff. They want you to learn their stuff, so they'll tell you the other stuff is a scam. It's not real. It's all the same, guys. You know how many people I know? I trade order flow. You know how many people I know that trade order flow that have a win rate of like 50%, 20%, 30%? Like they think order flow is like the holy grail, but I see these fools taking just as many losses as a guy using a trend line. Right? Or just as many losses as a person who's using, I don't know, a bag D or something. It's all the same. It's all the same, man. It's all the same. So for me, I'm not saying order flow is better than price action or price action is better than order flow, but what I am saying is foundational stuff you need to understand, the basics, right? You got to understand price action, but a lot of folks don't even understand price action. They don't understand it. But when you understand price action and then you start going down the rabbit hole of order flow, then what you're going to realize, here's one of the biggest epiphanies I had back in 2023. When I started going deep on order flow, I was like, okay, I need to really master order flow if I want to make big money, all right? So I started learning order flow and threw all the price action stuff aside. And I started losing a lot of money. I was just losing money like almost all the time. And then I started asking some of my buddy, like, man, you know, this is a guy who actually built some order flow tools. He actually trades other people's money. And so him and his brother do out here in Washington. And then he's like, yeah. So he was showing me some of his trades that his brother took. And he uses limit orders and stuff like that. Kind of like what I have here with these labels here is very similar. In fact, that's kind of where I got the idea from initially back in 2023. And he's like, look, we got these big orders coming in, you know, and what we wait for is for confirmation. And I was like, what? Confirmation? It's like, yeah, confirmation. We wait for the price action to confirm. And I was like, wait a minute. So even though you have the order flow, you still look at the price action to confirm whether or not you should enter a trade. So yeah, absolutely. And then I was like, okay. So then I started doing that. I was like, oh shit, I trade way better when I used confirmation with price action. And so then I understood, like, oh, the order flow is kind of preceding the price action, but the order flow is not enough, because a lot of times the order flow is fake and you're going to end up failing. The setup will fail. But when I understood that, then I started thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute. So price action, you're using the order flow to know that this is an important level, but it's not enough. What matters is the price action at the level. What happens? How they handle the level? What does price action actually do? Candle closes. Do they stay firm above that level? Do we break new structure? Okay. Then I started thinking, like, okay, so I went down that path and trading started getting much better. And I was already doing really good with just price action, FYI. I had no problem with my trading. I was doing a bunch of stuff. I was doing really good. But then, of course, you start thinking, oh, I'm going to do better, so I'm going to learn some stuff. So you end up like throwing everything you know out the window. Then after almost, I don't know, a year of going deep on price action, using the DOM, all that stuff, I just got real frustrated. I'm like, man, because it's so inconsistent. Because then I'm like, well, one time you'll see, 200 contracts on the bid and then price rips higher. And then another time you see 200 contracts on the bid and price just breaks through it like it's nothing. And I was just like getting really frustrated with that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to take off the order flow from my chart and just compare. So what I started doing was I had one chart, and I would record my screen. I had one chart with the order flow stuff, right? Whatever, record it. And then I just had a naked price action chart. And then I would trade off the naked price action chart. And then what I would then do at the end of the day, I would then look at the video with the order flow, look at the price action. I had everything saved, so I'd take screenshots and all that. And then what I noticed was, the price action reflects the order flow even before, the price action confirms. So when you start seeing big candles with big wicks, that would basically be absorption. That would literally be like aggressive buyers in one direction buying the high, so you would see order flow big positive delta, and then you would see the candle close red. So that's basically a rejection candle, right? It's a doji or shooting star. But that's basically the same. But in order flow terms, it's trap buyers. It's trap buyers. So then I started realizing, like, with or without the order flow, if you just understand price action, it's actually enough to go out there and catch what you need to make money every single day. Now, then, you start figuring out, well, okay, cool, price action is the foundation. Now, how do we start making it better? And that's kind of what that whole journey has been. It's kind of layering stuff. So for me, fundamentally, foundationally, it's price action. It's not gamma levels. Believe me, I don't even need gamma levels on my chart, and I can still kill it. It's not volume profile either. Volume profile, is easy to look at because all you got to do is just look at where consolidations are because that's the same thing as a value area. If you go to a 30-minute chart, just look where there's ranges and consolidations. That's a value area. If you're very confused about that, just throw volume profile on a chart, then take a blank chart and just look at your chart and mark up consolidations. You're going to see it lines up most of the time. So, at the end of the day, it's all the same stuff. And everybody who trades whatever system, whether it's book map or heat map or deep charts or volume profile or ICT smart money concepts, at the end of the day, it's all like 50-50. It's pretty much 50-50. Look, you see me take losses. I take a lot of losses on the stream. I probably lose 50% or more of the time, but I'm still green. The reason why is because it's not about that. It's about when you are in a winning trade, can you squeeze that winning trade for as much profit as possible? And that's what you see me try to accomplish, right? And that's where like the 30-minute higher time frame comes in, using those open prints for expansion, because we're trying to catch these 200, 300, 400, 500 tick trades. Of course, we'll take cut. I had no problem taking 20, 40, 50 tick cuts 2 times in a row. It's fine. I'll do it 3 times in a row. Even 5 times in a row it's happened, right? It's fine. But as long as I keep my size, I keep my size where it needs to be on these initial positions, I can take those cuts. Because then once I'm right, what am I going to do? Size up and hold for that bigger move, pay myself with my partials to cover my losses, my remaining contracts become my profit. You see? And that's it. That's it, guys. That's all it is. That's really all it is. Now you might be saying to yourself, well, Max, if you're saying all this stuff, then why do you build all these indicators and all these tools? Because for me, I use these tools to trade. I cannot, honestly, I actually don't trade well without my Renko charts. I tried it. I've been trading Renko for so long. I've tried. I'm like, I'm going to try to just do a pure candlestick chart. Just regular price action. I get faked out left and right. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not that good of a trader. But I found that I execute way better. I'm able to stay in my trades way longer because I can make sense of the market structure with Renko. Like the way my brain works, it's not very, I don't know. It's I kind of like the straight lines. You know, I like black and white, you know, structure. So Renko really helps me do all that stuff. Now, how do I use order flow? Because it tells me ahead of time where area, you know, where people are participating. Because I can have an area, for instance, I can have a resistance level and say, hey, this is the level, and price rips right through that level, right? So how do I know they're going to rip through that level? Well, I'll know ahead of time. Look right here. Here's an example. How do I know they're going to rip through these highs? Because look at where the offers are. They're stacking right here from 790s up to 800s. Does it mean that they're going to rip there right now? No. But the fact is that's where people are interested. There's active participants at that level. So I want to know that. And that just helps me build my bias, help me build my trade plan. So if I'm going to take a trade, I already know I should be taking profits or trading into this level. I shouldn't be getting into a trade right now. I shouldn't be shorting this. No way. No way. Even if I have a pattern that says short, I'm not going to short it. I won't buy it, but I do know that, hey, that's where they're likely to go. So that's why I have the order flow stuff. All right. Why do I use the gamma? Because gamma actually answers a very important question that price action does not answer. And that is environment. That is what type of price behavior. How is the market going to deliver today? Are we going to see, you know, crazy moves? Are we going to see compression, small grindy moves? Where are we going to see the weather change for price? Because gamma is literally like a map, and it's like the map of the United States. You know that if you go more north, it's going to get colder. If you go more south, it's going to get hotter. Well, gamma is the same way, right? You go more positive gamma, it's going to get colder. It's going to be slower, grindier price action. You go south, negative gamma, markets a negative gamma, it's going to be hot. Volatility, right? Crazy moves. That's very important. For a very long time, I tried to answer that question with price action. Couldn't do it. Couldn't answer the question with order flow because it just didn't make any difference. It's like, well, I see an order, but it doesn't explain why a price is so, you know, slow and grindy as an example. So when we start understanding the gamma concepts, and you don't need to understand it at a deep level unless you're trading options. I don't trade options. I'm just trading futures. But that answers the question. It's like, where is it going to change? Where's the weather changing on this chart, right? And you just put it all together, and then little by little, you start training your muscle memory to recognize the patterns, and it all comes together. And it may take you a few months to put it all together. You know, I'm not saying you need all my stuff. I got quite a lot of things here. But the way my brain works, everything has a purpose. Everything has a use for it. You know what I mean? You might be saying, do you really need all these lines on your chart? Yes, I do, actually. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You may not, but I do. All right. Do you really need offers showing you there was an offer here that executed and then someone actually bought? Yes, I do. Why do I need that? Because it tells me that the buyer's appetite is much bigger and active, right? And they're willing to take expensive contracts. They're willing to pay higher prices for their contracts. So that means that the demand is strong. If the demand is strong, and how do I know? Because these are larger than normal offers. The average offer in the book is like 10 contracts, right? If you look at Bookmap right now, it's like 5 contracts, very thin, very thin. But then you have 100 contracts at 800. Okay, so it's like 10 times the size of the average. Now, if they trade through this aggressively, that tells me that buyers have no problem paying high premium prices. And what does that reflect in terms of price action? Uptrend. An uptrend. When buyers are willing to spend premium price, pay premium prices for this asset, that is going to produce an uptrend. The minute they're not willing to do it, or they cannot continue to do it, that's called exhaustion. And what does that look like? Well, it just looks like a bunch of wicks and then price start breaking structure to the downside. What does it look like on my Renko chart? It looks like an M pattern. That's what an M pattern is. An M pattern is basically a double top, right? Buyers get aggressive once, they get aggressive twice, fail to hold, boom, breakout, break structure to the downside. They try to pull back again, can't hold, and we have our little levels there. Smack it, smack it, smack it. But look at that freaking 60-minute candle, bro. That thing is finally ripping. It looks pretty aggressive. Candle about to close here, but they're consolidating at the top of this candle here. This 1 hour candle, which is pretty much a huge expansion candle now. We've cleared 750s. We're now testing. Let's pull this up here real quick. We are testing this low volume node. Okay, look, let's get rid of this profile real quick. Okay, what's a low volume node? It's when you have a impulse leg like this. It's a skinny leg where there's no overlap, right? These are gaps, right? These gaps in between are low volume nodes, also called K-fills, if you listen to Linda Raschke or whatever her last name is, or the fair value gaps, if you listen to ICT, or what does he call it? Imbalances, if you listen to Chris Flory and Al Brooks. I mean, pick whoever it is. It doesn't really matter. It's all the same stuff, gang. All the same stuff. All the same stuff. We're retail traders, guys. You just got to figure out what's going to work for you so you just don't blow your account and you can just make your wins bigger than your losses. And that's it. Let's punch through 800s. So look, this is a consolidation right here. It's an old consolidation. All this right here. We just talked about that, right? That consolidation. I'm going to throw a volume profile. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's our value area. High volume node. POC. Yeah, it's not magic, gang. It's not magic. You just got to take the time to look at your charts and study. I think price action might be king. I think it might be king. I don't know. I think it might be king. Price action might be king. Should you learn Renko first? No, you should not learn Renko first. You should be learning price action first. Price action first, then I would say Renko, because Renko is, my Renko method is price action based. Whatever we try to do, whatever you look at in terms of a candlestick chart, you're gonna use Renko for that. What Renko basically does, it takes price action and clean it up, and then actually standardize it, because every brick is the same size. Whereas on a candlestick chart, every candle is different size. So learn price action first, then learn the Renko, then learn the order flow. What's going to make you money? Price action first. That's going to help you understand things quicker, and then it gives you the context and understanding for order flow, because order flow is the auction. When you look at price action, understand price action is an auction as well. It's the reflection of the auction. Okay. Look, they just broke structure. We're below the 11 o'clock open. What are they going to do here? I don't know. We can try a scalp, maybe. Let's see if we get a little scalp short here. We'll see. We're going to watch this level to see this open print, if they're going to hold or fail. You might be saying, why would you sell this breakout? Well, because we failed 800. We got above it. Big buyers came in and came right back under. I mean, they could try again. It's just a scalp. This isn't the full pattern. The full pattern would require a deeper retracement down, then a pop back up, and then another breakdown. That's the true pattern there. But we're in a downward rotation right now, leg one down, and we're just going to see if we get a little bit more to be able to maybe get a deeper retracement. Right now it's a shallow retracement. But after a big move like that, I would think they give us a somewhat of a little bit of a pullback. Let's see. Making sure my copy trader is on. Okay. Let's see. Got our inversion right here. Drop buyers. We got extreme outside the band. We're back inside the band. So I mean, something like that. You know, we'll see. Maybe if I mean, again, we don't know if it's going to work out, but there we go. So they took out this high. Now we got a structural low. If they take out this low, they're beginning to get bullish again. So if I just close this out, we'll let them wait. We would want them to break the structure. So it's not ready yet, but watching here where they break this, we need to see some internal break of structure while we're in a down leg. So we didn't really make much progress here. Immediately absorb back up. So now let's see if they're going to be able to punch through these highs. and then maybe look for a second failure here. Let's see. There's this 11 o'clock open. We came up, came back under. Buyers here at these highs, watching. We might be ranging here, depending. So watching this VBR band to see what they're going to do here. So this would be, if they start holding and then they start taking out this low down here, we're technically, we did just create a higher high internal, so we got to be careful. But watching 800s here. If they're going to hold this band. Still holding it. What are they going to do? Yeah, they're still holding it. This is the reversal break up. If they're going to continue to get bullish, you're going to break this high. Remember, in a bullish structure, highs get broken. And in Renko, we just look at reversal bars as our highs and lows. There's a reversal bar up. Are they going to break this high? Will this high break? They created a new dot here, a new low. So we're creating these little lows here. Little micro uptrend into these highs. Looks like they're going to try to take out this high again. They already ran the prior hour high. So I'd like them to take out this little low here. They break that low, it might give us the move, but right now I'm not ready yet. It's not ready yet, so I'm just kind of getting ready here. I'm watching the order flow. They already filled those offers that were at 800. Watching. There we go. Let's pull up the order flow. This is where I like to watch Bookmap at the key levels. Got the large selling there. And let's see if they take out that structure here. Boom, we're gonna get that trade in now. We're in on that trade. And stop should be right there at that dot. Hopefully they don't flip it. Hopefully they don't flip it. And if it's bearish, we shouldn't get back above this high up here, but we'll see. I mean, and I say bearish like short term. The market is obviously breaking out to the upside. So we're scalping rotation. So let's see if we can get a rotation, which we've already are in a downward rotation, but how far can we go? That is the question. So that's the entry right there. Can we break this low next? Can we break this low next? Or are they going to hold it and take it back up? A positive gamma right here, 809.2, kind of holding price down, just a cinch. Let's see. They get back above this pivot and the open print. This could be a squeeze. So just be mindful of that. We're just looking for a scalp, nothing crazy. Maybe we get to the bids. I don't know. We got this gamma level right here, 760s. I don't know. Maybe retest this prior breakout level here. Got all these buyers here too. So maybe they want to come back and fill some more orders. You guys have been using basic support resistance here. All right, just draw your little support resistance. Break out, pull back, break out, pull back. We haven't pulled back to this breakout level yet. Yeah, buddy. Oh, let me make sure I got the right account on here so we can show the trades, gang. I'm trading a few groups of accounts, so I just changed up the other accounts because I already hit the targets on those accounts. Forgot to switch it here. There's our dot. Shouldn't get back above that dot, but I'm gonna go break even here. There's 70 ticks. Take the partial. Trail the BBR band in case it wants to give us a bigger move. go and just let it do its thing. Volatility band, where are we? Boom, give it like 5 ticks. And that's it. Let it ride. And that is how we scalp. Look, we're in an uptrend, but I'm scalping a down move. What people don't understand is that the beginning of a downtrend is the end of an uptrend. Ooh, that's philosophical. The beginning of a downtrend is the end of the uptrend. We know the last buyers in an uptrend are going to get wrecked. They're the bag holders. The last buyers are usually the ones buying at the extreme of our Enzo bands up here. All these big buyers here, these are the bag holders against call resistance. Is this call resistance? Is that what that level is? I don't know. Let me throw my gamma levels on here. Yeah, it's call resistance. Yep, that is call resistance, 801s. That's how we combine it. The area of interest, there's the price action confirming it, order flow, textbook, guys. This is what we do. This is it, gang. Nothing special. But it is repeatable. It is repeatable. Okay. I'll just leave my trail up there. It's fine. Give it some space. Give it some space. Just in case they want to go deeper. When they start closing through the VBR band, 3, 4, 5 bricks, usually it's going to push up higher. So, but this is a very good example. And what VBR bands actually are is an ATR measurement of price. So calculates ATR. So ATR is a reflection of average true range. It's average true range. So with Renko, because all the bricks are the same, I find it a lot more reliable. And so it's able to really kind of help control and contain trend. You know, it's also known as a super trend, but it's not exactly your traditional super trend, because a traditional super trend is a little bit more what's the word, sensitive than what we have. I personally don't like regular super trends. I know, I would know, because I bought all of them as I was going through the process of learning about Renko and stuff like that back in the day. So we're holding 150 ticks. Let's see. Maybe we get back all the way down to our opening range high. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny? That's another banger right there, gang. Hopefully you all caught some of this too. Or if you're waiting for the long, I get that part. I get that as well. This is kind of where you would anticipate that long to happen, right off the 200 moving average here. So I'm going to leave my trail like right here above that pivot, near that pivot. So I would like a bigger move, like all the way down. I would like a bigger move all the way down, because we're going to go fill all these low volume nodes on a 5-minute chart. That's what we're going to do. Let's see. We're back under 750. That was the major level. So we just hit the level, and now we're back under the level. So that's dangerous. That is dangerous. I'm going to take a partial. Leave my last runner on there, just in case they want to reclaim 750s and break back out. I'm kidding, guys. I don't know if they're going to go all the way down. I just talk a lot of shit. But let's see what happens here. Let's see. I mean, that's a pretty decent pullback. So they could probably pop it right back up here and start an uptrend again. But I don't care. I don't care. I'll just leave it right there. Took my little partial. Made some money on that trade. Watching 750s if they reclaim and hold. If they do, this would be where the buyer should step back in, which they are. And this is why I like the order flow, because you can see sellers came in, they got absorbed, big buyer came in, aggressive. But we have broken some structure here, so we got to make sure if these buyers are going to be if they're going to hold the level, they need to hold these levels specifically right here. And we got a bid right here at 120. So they're bidding up. They're trying to lift the bid here. And there's no sellers to come in and take that bid. So we might see this thing begin to pop. Reclaim that level. They're taking out that high. So we have an internal structure break. If the bidding lower, look at that. They just lowered the bid. Interesting. They actually pulled the offers here. Oh no, there's still some bids on there. All right. Technically, you should leave your stop up there above the rotation. So at least you lock in at least 80 to 100 ticks there. But they may start the second leg up. We'll see. Pretty deep pullback to our 200 moving average. The 200 moving average is pretty much the equilibrium point with our Renko system. We get too far above the 200, they usually will pull back to the 200. Okay, I'm just gonna take it off right there. Let it do its thing. So we caught a nice little trade there. I don't even know, 150 ticks. 196, 200 ticks actually. That was the max potential on that trade that we took. And now we're just watching support, resistance. This is prior. That's our resistance zone up here, and it's kind of holding up. What is this? Oh man, I should have just left my trade on, huh? All good. And we got these bids down below. We got a flip at the 200. So they came in. Now we need to see some bullish market structure to confirm if we're going to start getting bullish here. We need to start seeing higher highs and higher lows. Just like we had over here. We had to break over here. This is where it started. Oops. Then they broke here. And they broke here. And then now they just broke to the upside right here. It's the first break to the upside. Don't try to do this with candlestick charts. I mean, you could, but you'll get faked out. Renko chart's a little different. Market structure is a little bit more reliable. There's a break. So you got that second break here. And then we got the migration. We got a flip here. So super trend flip, or BBR band flip, and now it's migrating higher. But we're still here in this area. So let's see what they do. A lot of times after a strong, big move, they usually do two legs down. Leg one, pull back, leg two, and then you start looking for the W to get bullish. Guys, I'm actually going to wrap the stream up, start getting ready, because we're going to do a 12 o'clock. A 12 o'clock live stream in Discord, Q&A. So join us in the Discord. We'll be in there. Yeah, I'm going to call the stream here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys had a good week. It's been a great week. We'll be back Monday, same time, same channel. Thanks for tuning in. Makes trading more interesting and fun when there's people to talk to and hang out with. You guys have a great weekend. Thank you, guys, and I'll see the members in Discord in a few. Thanks. Have a good day.